There are some basic ways to save money that you've probably already heard about, like set a budget, do some meal planning, maybe even give up coffee, which is an absolutely horrible idea, by the way. I tried it once and I almost died. So these are some real ways that you can save money that nobody's really talking about, and I think they're really great tips. I use them all myself, and they could save you up to $11,806 per year. If you don't believe me, make sure you watch till the end of the video. I'm actually out of coffee, so that's kind of sad. Make your mortgage payments bi-weekly. All right, so making your housing payments bi-weekly can save you tens of thousands of dollars over the term of your loan. Let me explain how. A lot of your mortgage payment actually goes towards interest, so if you do bi-weekly payments, it's actually gonna lower how much interest you end up paying. Let's say you have a 30-year loan for $300,000 at 6%. If you do bi-weekly payments instead of monthly payments, you would end up saving $74,436 in interest after that 30 years. If you calculate that per year, that's $2,481 per year that you could save by doing bi-weekly payments. Subscriptions for coffee. All right, so there are a few different ways to do this. First of all, I'm not saying to get rid of coffee. All right, so if you go out and you buy coffee every day for around $2, that's gonna be around $63 a month on coffee. But if you go to a place like Panera Bread that has a coffee subscription that is around $12 a month, you can save $51 per month and get unlimited coffees, as many as you want, multiple times a day. So if you live next to one or you go to one anyways, that can be a great way to save money. You can also do this at other local coffee shops. Occasionally they'll have things where if you like buy a mug, you'll get unlimited refills for life. I did that for a while to a coffee shop that we lived right next to. I would go there every single day, get a free coffee. I got over 100 something free coffees from that place. It was definitely the best $25 I have ever spent. So just keep an eye out for random deals like that come along and can save you a lot of money in the long run. Cut out your Wi-Fi. I know what you're thinking, that's a horrible idea, I need my Wi-Fi, but let me explain. We actually used to do this. I don't do this anymore because of the massive files that I need to upload for doing YouTube, but sometimes it can be cheaper to actually get an unlimited plan and use that as your Wi-Fi. The average price of Wi-Fi is $114 per month, which is insane. But if you look at a plan like the sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile, then you can use that as a hotspot for your laptop, mix and match that together with a coffee shop that's nearby. They also have other plans starting at just $15 a month. I've been using them for months. They were super simple to switch over, just as good as what I was using before. And that's because they are built on the nation's largest 5G network, and they keep costs so low because they sell direct to you online. They just cut out the retail stores and the salesmen. If you want to check them out, you can get your first month of unlimited talk and text for just $15 and unlimited data for just $30 a month with the link down in the description, or go to mintmobile.com/GabeBoltz. Total savings from this could be $1,008 per year. Bring your own food and be a little extreme with it. I might take this a little bit too far, but I just hate overpaying for things that I know I can get extremely cheap or free at my own house. Like, I always bring a water bottle with me anywhere I go because I know I can save, you know, the dollar or two it is at a gas station by just filling my water at home. When we go to the movies, I bring my own popcorn and snacks. A, because I don't like a lot of butter, and movie theater popcorn is disgusting. But B, because I also don't want to double the price of going to the movies by paying for stuff that I don't even like. I just always try to be prepared with having snacks on hand, finding meals that I can bring with me, or bars that I can have. The average American spends $2,375 per year going out to dinner. So if you can cut that down to just $2 a day by simply being prepared and having your own healthy snacks and water and stop having soda, you could save up to $730 per year. Consider driving. I actually learned this from my friend John from Johnny Finance. As you probably know, travel has been absolutely crazy recently. Flight cancellations. Sometimes we have to go places last minute, and prices for flights can be astronomical. So when that happens to you, if that happens to you, consider driving instead. John ended up saving $1,100 for driving instead of flying when one of his flights got messed up. So if this ends up happening to you, it's a good option to look into. Just renting a car and driving instead of flying could save you a lot of money. Even if this happens once every other year, it could save you like $600. Shop at Costco without a membership. Did you know that if you shop at places like Costco, you can save up to about $1,000 per year from buying things in bulk for cheaper prices? But you don't even need to have a membership to do this. In fact, all you need to do is have somebody who is a member buy you a gift card. So my dad is a member, so I had him buy me a card, and then I can just go when I want to and buy stuff, and I don't have to shill out $60 a year to have a membership. I don't go there all the time because it's pretty far from me, but you could definitely do this. And if you do save $1,000 a year because you shop there all the time, then the $60 membership is definitely worth it. But if you're just going occasionally, you don't even have to do that. You can just work with a friend to figure that out. In total, shopping at places like Costco could save you around $1,000 per year. Save 18% on everything. If I told you you could save 18 to 30% on all of your normal everyday monthly expenses, you probably wouldn't believe me, but this is what I've been doing for quite a while. And it is by taking advantage of travel rewards / credit card hacking. Before I get into this is only for people who can pay off their credit cards at the end of the month and you have your finances really in order here. But if you do it right, it just makes you and saves you a lot of money. For an example, let's look at the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. This has a 60,000 point sign up bonus if you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months. And that sign up bonus is equal to about $750, which is 18% of $4,000. So if you do what I do and you put all your groceries on there, I even prepay my groceries a couple months because we don't spend that much on food, and just buy a bunch of gift cards with this credit card, then you're pretty much getting 18% off. And some of these cards have offers that change, and I've saved all the way up to 30 to 40% on my normal everyday expenses. I'll leave a link down below to some of my favorite cards that I've used with their sign up bonuses. And if you do this just once per year, you can easily make about $750. I usually do it 2 to 3 times a year, make about $1,500. But let's just say per year, you could save $750 just by taking advantage of this system. You would be amazed at how much free money and like stuff there is out there if you just actively look for it. Like you can sign up in so many different restaurants and different places to get free food on your birthday. This year, I'm actually gonna keep track and see how much free stuff I can get on my birthday just for the fun of it. But you can also do this with even more expensive things. Like there are different bank accounts that offer anywhere from $150 to $400 to $600 just for signing up for a bank account. I've probably made a couple $1,000s by doing this. It takes about 10 minutes. You can also get free stocks for signing up for things like Webull. You get up to 12 free stocks when you open and fund an account. You can get free credit card points like I talked about in the last one, but you can also do another cool thing, which I don't think a lot of normal people do. It's more common for people who are like influencers. But if you have a credit card or a Webull account or a bunch of different places, you can get commissions for having your friends and family sign up. So like for the credit cards, you might get 10 to 15,000 points if you have a friend or family sign up, which can be like $100 to $150. I've done this with my friends and family where I'll get a card and then they want to get it as well, and I'll just send them my referral link. In fact, we're trying to save up points right now. So if you guys want to use my link, I'll put it down below. We're trying to get enough to go to Europe. You get free points to it. It's a win-win for everybody. So if a service that you actually like offers a commission, has a refer a friend thing, actually use that. Throw it on your Instagram. Tell a family member about it. If they're gonna get that service anyways, you might as well get paid for it. By taking advantage of just some of these things, you can easily make $1,000 a year. Try intermittent fasting. This is something I've been doing for like 10 years. Helps me keep my weight under control because I can eat like there is no tomorrow. I feel way better and more productive. I haven't eaten yet and it is 10:30 right now. And just all around, it's very good for you. It is not for everybody. If you have certain conditions, it might not be the best thing. But for a lot of people, there are some really good benefits for it. But if you look at most breakfasts, they're horrible for you. Cereal, fatty, junky foods for the most part, pancakes. And a lot of those, you'll feel just as hungry, and I know because I have done this before, at 1 o'clock if you have breakfast or if you don't have breakfast. In fact, if I have breakfast, I am more hungry at 1 o'clock than if I don't have breakfast and I just have coffee. So if you try skipping breakfast, that can save anywhere from $2 to $10 a day, depending on what your breakfast is. We'll just call it $5, which at the end of the year could be up to $1,800 by skipping breakfast. By the way, quick note, you might just think that you eat more later, but what I've found is I'll find something really cheap like oatmeal or potatoes or rice, and I'll eat that first. So my first meal is like $1 and that completely fills me up. And then I'll have one really big dinner, which is similar to what I would eat anyways. And I end up eating less, feeling way better, and it saves me money. Move closer to work or see if you can work from home. This is obviously a pretty big one, and it definitely will probably take the most effort on this list, but it should make the biggest impact as well. Let's say you're commuting half an hour or an hour to work. Not only does that take a lot of wear and tear on your car, gas money, it also lowers how much you're making per hour. Because if you're working for 8 hours, but it takes you 10 hours because of driving, then you have to make sure you add that into your time that you could have spent working because you move moved closer or you worked from home, then in essence, you would have 2 more hours a day that you could have been earning money that you're not because you're driving. The average cost of owning a car per year is like $10,000. So if you can find something that pays you $8,000 a year less and you get to work from home, you could save a lot of time, end up making more money, and you wouldn't have to have a car, but at least try moving closer to work because that saves you a lot of time and a lot of money. It's kind of hard to calculate how much this could save per year because it varies wildly.